Hey, how are you doing, Teresa? Hi, Pamela. Good morning, good afternoon. Hello. I'm just folding my little raffle papers here while I wait for people to come into the room. Hi, Tiger. Good morning. Well, it's morning here. I'm on the West Coast, so it's only 10 in the morning, but it's 1 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. So I guess we're all on there somewhere in between. Good morning. I have pajama pants on this morning. I'm not gonna lie. I need to get a table. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Denise. I need to get a table to do these sales from, so I'm using my coffee table, and so I'm sitting kind of low on the couch upstairs. So, thank you, Tiger. So I wanted to be comfortable, and I'm just folding up little raffle papers here, because I'll be giving away a couple of the bin bags. Let me show them to you real quick. I have, these are the Ikea bags. So this is the smaller one, but it expands. It's pretty good size. But I also have one of the big ones, one of the big mamas that really expands. So if you go to the bins, if you go thrifting, these are really great because they have, you know, the short handles and then the longer handles. And I'll be giving away one big one and one little one today at the end of the sale. So I'm just folding up all my little papers. I forgot to do that. I actually, you're wearing clothes. Well, yeah. Listen, I don't want to make anyone blind. Lord knows. Done that before. Well, that's another story time for that. But welcome, everyone. I'm waiting for it to pop up on my iPad here. For some reason, it just hasn't popped up there yet. I guess maybe I need to search for myself. For some reason, it is not. You know what? Maybe I didn't. I think I need to subscribe to myself on the iPad because I use a different username on that. Yeah, they have they have the rainbow bags. I wanted to order some flag ones for Memorial Day, but I didn't see any, at least at the Ikea I go to. Oh, thank you, Pamela. I found it finally. There, it'll make it easier to read the comments. So I hope everyone likes Ephemera. And I have some antique, some vintage, and some newer stuff. So it's a mixture today. No set prices. I'm going to start it out pretty low. And then you guys are going to just pay what you will, I guess. So if I'm holding something up, you can just type in the number in the chat. It'll be pretty chill. No numbers. We're just chilling today, hanging out. Hi, Sandy. Wow, I have 15 people here. That's pretty cool. So we can get started whenever you're ready. I'm not even going to fold these. We're just going to toss them in the bag. So how I'm doing the raffle. Hi, Carrie. It was so weird hearing your voice because you have like a specific like voice, like what you think the person sounds like, and you didn't sound anything like I thought you would. So it was like, whoa. So that was cool hearing from you on your little voice message. So I have attached myself a number to each item, and I put all of the numbers in here. So at the end, I'll just draw out two. If that item didn't sell, I'll just draw again until we get somebody that bought an item. So why don't we get started? All right, let me take a drink of my sun-kissed. All right. Time to close the patio door and turn on the fan. It's hot here. I can already feel it up here in the loft. I should have put the ceiling fan on a little higher, but oh well. So like I said, we have a combination of new, old. I do have some antique items. They are books from 1875. I think that might be the oldest item I have. It's like a floral fern set that would have went into a book. So those are kind of interesting, and that's probably my highest start prices on those. So, excuse me. So again, if you see an item you like, we'll start it out at a low price, and then if you you can just put your bids or your offers in the chat, and we'll do it for a few minutes and then move on to the next thing. Okay. Hi, Thrifting Adventure, Stephanie, Denise, Carrie, Suzical, Lucid, Pamela, Tiger. Oh my gosh, if I missed anyone. Hi. Oh, my sister-in-law in here, Patty's in here. Hello. Trish is in here. Oh my gosh. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get started. We're just going to start out with a newer book. This one is Teddy and Company. This is a brand new book. It has never been read. It has no handwriting. It does have really cute illustrations in it. We're just going to start this out at $2. So if you're interested, go ahead and put 2 in the chat. I will show you some of the illustrations in this book. It has its dust cover. So it's in great condition. All right, I see Suzical for 2. Let me see how many pages this is. Tina's at 5. It looks like it's 179 pages, so it's pretty good. This is great for reading. It's great for using for your junk journaling, for displaying. It does have a pure white hardcover, so you could use it to stack on in your display. I see Tina at 8. Again, that's Teddy and Company. And it is brand new. Okay, we're going to give this just a countdown here. Tina is at 8. Get your final bids in. Otherwise, we are going to mark this sold to Tina for $8. Okay, Carrie, I have books, I have postcards, and I have some magazines as well. All right, Tina, this is yours, $8. And also, I have put my email there underneath my picture. You'll see it. It's sweetadeline@aol.com. That's with 3 E's. Yeah, no worries. All right, we are going to move on to the next item here. This is actually another new book that I have, and this one's kind of interesting. It's called Puppy's First Year. And it is kind of like a baby book for your dog. So there's no writing in here. You put photos in here. You fill it out for your dog. We're going to start this off at $2 again. Hopefully you can see that. On my first day in my new home, and then it's got, you fill in the information, just like a baby book, but for your dog. All kinds of pictures, list of firsts. This is how I reacted when. Yeah, so if you're a dog person, I know we have a lot of cat people here. This is for a dog. All right, Shelly, I see you for 2. Never been used. Doesn't even really look like it's been opened because the pages are still pretty stiff. You see that? Where are you? Oh, I am mailing from California, from Vallejo, California. And I will tell you that I did one of these sales like a month ago, and I was surprised at how cheap the mailing was. It was like, I think I had like a 35-pound box or something, and it was still 20 bucks because I'm using media mail for this. Now, if you buy some of the ephemera that I have that is not a book, like a postcard, I might be able to stick some of the postcards inside of the books, and I will alert you if I do that. Otherwise, I will have to mail out regular mail, but postcards and the ephemera is pretty light, so I think you'll be okay. But the media mail is super, super cheap. I was surprised. So we look like we're with Shelly for $2 at this, for this book. So if there's no other interest, we're going to call it sold or get your bids in. Your offers, not bids. We will count this down. I should have like a little alarm maybe for my next sale. Thank you for putting that in there, Carrie. That's helpful. All right, we are going to call this sold to Shelly for $2. Let me just write you down here. And we will move on to the next item. And feel free to put in the chat if you're having a upcoming sale or anything like that. I'm going to add a couple moderators in here. And if you want to put people's channels in there, feel free to do that. Oh, thank you, Shelly. Hi, Vintage Uprising. Hello. Yeah, so hopefully this works. Maybe I have to do it from my phone. Let me see. I don't know if that worked or not. But anyway, feel free to put your information in the chat. That's totally fine by me. All right, so we have, and I must tell you that most of my books are children's books. I forgot to probably say that. Some of them aren't, but most of them are just because that's what I collect. So I have a ton of it. This is a vintage Sesame Street bedtime storybook. And this, again, is starting at $2. It's 1978. It looks pretty good. I mean, I don't see any writing in it, any torn pages. So 1978 Sesame Street, starting bid $2, starting offer $2. The binding looks really good. There are 64 pages. Sesame Street bedtime storybook. I see Shelly for $2. Shelly for $2. Sorry if I'm missing anyone coming in. Hi, A Vision in Vintage. Hello. Yeah, but you like a lot of the same stuff I like. I kind of like the creepy, cool, unique, weird stuff. But I also like children's books and vintage toys too. So if there's no other interest in this, we are going to say sold to Shelly. We'll count it down. And don't forget, if you make a purchase, you're in the raffle, or drawing to win one of the Ikea bags. I have a small one and a large one to give away today. So that'll be fun. Okay, Shelly, sold to you on that. I don't know what that was. All right, so we are moving along. Let me do a couple of these little paperbacks. Ghost Rock Mystery. This is 1956. It does have a signature, and we're starting this out at $1. It does have a signature up here in pencil, so you could erase that. Now, this does not have any color illustrations. It has black and white illustrations. Again, it is 1956. It's probably like a teenager's teen paperback, young teen. Probably along like Nancy Drew. Weird, creepy, cool children's books and toys. Are we weirdos? I know I am. I'm definitely a weirdo. I was telling Carrie, she's like, I'm a weirdo. I'm like, I'm a weirdo too. We need to have like a club. Okay. If there's no interest in this guy, we will move along. We'll put the paperbacks aside for now and come back to them. All righty. Let me put this on the floor. Okay, this one here is Through the Gate. It is 1946. That's the front. That's the back. Starting bid on this is $5. This is really cool because this was a California textbook. And again, it's 1946. It does have some writing here. It looks to be in pen. And there's a signature here in pencil. It looks like you could erase that if you wanted to. This book's really cool because it does have the color illustrations throughout. And they are really, really cute. Along the lines of like the old Dick and Jane books. And this was actually a textbook in the 1940s here in California. Starting bid is $5. So if anyone is interested in this. There are some little, there's a little tear up here. Sure. This is the spine. It looks to be in pretty good condition. Okay, we have Nettie at $5. And this is full. Pretty much every page has color illustrations throughout the book. Let me find one for you. There are 160 pages. I don't think you meant to put 86. I'm assuming you put 6 or B6. Okay, Shelly's at 8. If you were planning on using this for your junk journaling, you would have a lot to work with because there's 160 pages. And actually, some of the back pages have the word list, and those don't have any illustrations. There's just 2 of those. But it looks like every other page has full color illustrations. And they're really, really cute. They remind me of the Dick and Jane book, 1946, Through the Gate. And it is, like I said, a textbook from California. So I see Tigers is in at 9. So we're going to wrap this up. If you would like to make an offer on this, go ahead and put it in the chat. And we will move on to something else. There's even full page illustrations. Okay, if there's no other interest, we're going to call this Sold to Tigers, Timeless Treasures. I am horrible with names. Because I always just say Tiger. But Tiger, what is your name? Because I don't think I ever saw. Because I always just put little tigers in the chat for you. So this is Sold to Tigers for $9, and we will move on to something else. Okay, this one here, tiger. Okay, gotcha. All right, this one is The Lion and the Mouse, and it's a very sweet book. We're starting this one off at $2. It is beautiful, beautiful illustrations in this book. Hopefully you can see that. The scene. This does not have any writing or any damage that I can tell. And look at the illustrations in this. This owl, if you're an owl lover, this book has amazing owls. You see that? It's a starting bid of $2. Oh, all right. Well, she's in at 11. Look at this one. Isn't that sweet? Again, it's The Lion and the Mouse. Let me check and see how many pages there are in this. I don't see any damage or writing in it. It's the story about how a lion saves the mouse, and basically the mouse comes back and saves the lion when he gets caught by poachers. Let me see if it tells me how many pages. They're not numbered, but it's really a lovely book. All right, so if there's no other interest, we are going to call this sold to Suzical for $11. Yeah, it's really, really cute. I held on to this one for a while just because I liked it. And I do want to show you that the cover looks to be a little, can you see it, how it lifts up on the end? But there's no damage. It just kind of lifted there. So that's the front, that's the back, and the binding. Yep, my email is actually, well, it was under my picture. Hold on one second. I don't know why I have tigers up there. I just noticed that. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hopefully I'm back. I'm not sure what happened. Magic. Yes, I was performing magic behind the scenes. For some reason, my screen went black and I had to go out and come back in. So hopefully you can see me. Now I know what happens sometimes when people just like are gone from their live. That was weird. Okay, so let's move on to something else. I have some little golden books. And this one, I'm back. I made it back. This is Winnie the Pooh. It's 1974. It does not have the barcode. It's before the barcode. We're starting this out at $3. It's in wonderful condition for 1974. There is a pencil price up here, but that can be erased. Adorable illustrations throughout. Your typical little golden book. You were waiting patiently. I know, I was freaking out a little bit. I thought I was going to have to end the live and come back in because I wasn't sure how to fix that. And I don't know how to remove Susical from the screen there because I feel like I touched that before and things went south. So we are just going to leave that up on the screen throughout, and I'm okay with that. So my email was up there. I can give you my email. It is Sweet Adeline, S-W-E-E-E. There's 3 E's in Sweet Adeline, A-D-O-L-I-N-E, at AOL.com. So this is starting at $3. Is there any interest in the Winnie the Pooh 1974 Golden Book in, oh, actually there is, there's a name right there someone put. I didn't notice it. Doesn't look like we have any interest in this, so we will move on to something else. She is going to be famous, yes. Okay, this one that I have is really neat. It is a reprint from an antique book. Can you write it on a piece of paper and hold it up? My email? Yes, I can do that. Do you know I only... Oh, Pooh, did you know Winnipeg is home of Pooh? I did not know that. That's cool. Oh, easier to see. Well, if I could figure out how to put my my email up there, I would. All right, guys. Email address, sweetadeline@aol.com. And if you notice, the sweet has 3 E's. And I'll hold that up throughout if it helps. Okay. This here is a reprint of an antique book, and it's The Book of Frogs and Mice. This one I'm starting at $5. It is amazing, even though it is a reprint. It's a replica of the antique original book. And we're starting at $5. It is really cool. I know. We had AOL back in the day and we just kept it. Oh, thank you, Carrie, for doing that. We're starting at $5 on this. If anyone is interested, you can go ahead and put $5 in the chat. It is paperback, and it is a reprint of the original antique book, but the illustrations in it are just adorable. And it's called, what did I say? The Book of Frogs and Mice. Okay, I see Seussical. That's the back of the book there. And it's just a little tiny book. I thought it was the actual antique book, so I got really excited when I saw it, but then I looked at the back and it does say it's a replica back here. Okay, I see Seussical for $5. If there's no other interest, we can move on to something else. Tiger, thank you for doing that. All right, we're going to call this Sold to Seussical for $5. Awesome. All right, got a fun one here. Do you remember Calvin and Hobbes? This is the Homicidal Psycho Jungle Cat for all you cat people out there. That's the front, and this is the back. This is in great condition. We're going to start this off at $5. Let me take my sticker out. No writing. It looks to be in like almost brand new condition, I would say. This one is the comic strips throughout the Calvin and Hobbes. Some are in color, some are in black and white. Let's see if I can get up close. I see Tina for $5 on this. Calvin and Hobbes. Oh, you do, Tiger? Oh, that's cool. Life Design with Cindy. I see you at 7. And there's quite a few pages in here. Let me see. 175 pages. So that's pretty good. It's in great condition. There's no writing, no tears. I believe it is $7 with Life Design with Cindy right now. And Tina's at 8. Front and back. Binding is good. It's a really nice book. Pretty good size too. I see Tina at 10. I wonder if I could find a year on this. Maybe that helps you. It's 1994, so it is vintage as well. So it's a great book. Great book for your collection. I see Tina at 10, so get your bids in if you're interested. We are going to call it here. Shelly is out. All right, we are going to call it Sold to Tina Reed. How ironic is that your name is Tina Reed? For $10, she will be reading this. All right, let's move on to something else here. Another vintage children's book. This one's pretty unusual. And it is a library discard. It is an older book. We are going to start this out at $2. I don't know if I found a date on this one. It does have, it's called Ape in a Cape. It is a hardbound book. Hi, Pickle Tink. Book Bewitched. Hi, everybody. If I missed you coming in. It does have a school stamp for El Pueblo School Library, Pittsburgh Unified Schools, right there. Illustrations are great in this book. Ape in a Cape. That's the front, the back. The binding is good on this. Again, it does have the discard thing. But hey, that's vintage library right there. You don't see these anymore, these little pockets. See if I can show you. This is basically an alphabet book. So you're going through the alphabet. Starting bid $2 on this. Oh no, we're just starting out. So you're here at a good time. And it doesn't look like there's any interest in this, so we will move on to something else. You can always come back to this later. Okay, I have some vintage little books here. This one is The Night Before Christmas. Now, the binding on this has tape, okay? It is 1953, and they have put their name inside the cover right there. But I will tell you, even though that there's tape here, you could take that off and retape it. I will tell you the inside is pretty much perfect. I looked it through. There are tape marks, of course, on the binding, but it looked like it was in pretty good condition throughout the book. And this is 1953. We are starting this off at $2. This is a Telltales book. The Christmas. Look at the detail on that. The illustration. All right, I see Seussical for $2. This one is adorable. Look at him coming down the chimney. That's so cute. And this book, actually, you could take apart and use in your junk journaling if you were doing some Christmas pages. Just because the binding has tape on it, you could do that. It's a good way to preserve the book. Or you could just keep it intact and display it behind your Christmas items, like on a shelf. Oh, hi, Doug. I see Doug for $3. You can see Santa. The pictures inside are in good condition. It's just that binding with the tape. All right, if you're interested, go ahead and get your final offers in there because we are going to call it sold. I see Seussical at $4. Here's the back of the book. You remember these books. I remember these from when I was little. I especially remember the little horse. Where's he at? This finger right here. The little horse on the back. I always loved that. And the elephant. I should paint some rocks with these little animals. I did a series of the little golden book rocks when I painted them. And I donated them to a local rock group that had an auction for somebody that was raising money for, I think they had cancer, or someone in their family had cancer, and so they went to a good cause. But I should paint these little animals on rocks. I think that would be cute. Alrighty, I see Seussical for $6, and we are gonna pretty much call this sold. Give you just a minute here to get your final bids in, and then we'll move on to something else. Okay, Pickled. I hope you feel better. All right, we are going to call this sold to Seussical for $6. Awesome. I'm glad it's going to a good home. Thank you for putting that, Doug. Okay, we have another little Telltale book here. This one is Bugs Bunny Keeps a Promise. This is even older. It's 1951. These all came from the same little boy. He put his name in the book with his address. Again, the binding on this doesn't have any tape, but it could use some tape, I guess. You know how it just gets a little worn there. This is the back. We're going to start this at $2 as well. 1951, guys. So this is an old Bugs Bunny. Those ducks you painted. Oh, thank you. The ones that I put in Beth's box. I'm glad she liked them. I have a ton of rocks that I paint, and then I don't know what to do with them, so I give them away. It's just hard to fit the bigger ones because some of the rocks are like this big, and you can't really ship those. Who's going to want to pay shipping on that? But they're fun to paint. This is starting at 2. If there's no interest, we can move on to something else. And I can come back to this one later. All right, let me move on to something a little different. A progressive music series, book 1. This is 1920s, 1920 actually. Sandy, were you putting a bid in on the Bugs Bunny book? If so, I can go back to that. This book here. Okay. So we're at $2 on Bugs Bunny. And there are, and again, I said it's 1951, so it's pretty old. And it's in great shape for its age. The binding is still good on it. It's just this little paper, and it's not even that bad. It's missing a little piece of paper here, and that's just a little lifted. But it's a solid book for its age. Great illustrations of Bugs Bunny in there. And I did not look through it because sometimes these books can be have some things in there that were not appropriate. I don't know. I think this one's okay. If there's no other interest in this, we are going to sell this to Trish. So if you're interested, go ahead and put your offer in the chat. Otherwise, we'll mark it sold. All right, we are going to call this sold to Trish for $2. And we'll move on to the music book. You guys are getting some deals today. And I'm unloading some stuff from my house, so it's a win-win, right? Now, like I said, this is 1920s. This was a California textbook. He did put his name there. This is the same child that had some of the other books as well. This book is in great condition for its age. We're going to start it at $5 if you're interested. 1920. It's a music book, but it does have some black and white illustrations, and you can see how sweet that is with the kids. Isn't that adorable? If you were to put this in a cookbook holder open to this page, it's so like patriotic looking. It's called The Parade, and it's got the little drummer. That would be so cute behind your, on a shelf, open to that for your 4th of July. You could have used it for Memorial Day. It has the parade, the holiday, the song Sparrow's Toilet, which is, I mean, who doesn't know that song? It's got baby songs, Dandelion. Here's Misty's song, The Clown. Hi, Dee. How are you? Let me see if I can find another illustration. So far, I just saw that one little one. But these are great to display using a menu holder. Except not a menu holder, a cookbook holder. Put the book in there, or just for display. $19.20 on this. Starting bid was $5. If there's no interest, we will move along to something else. Hi, Tammy. Vintage Conversation. If I missed anyone, hello. All right, we can come back to this one. I have Valbar. Now, and that's the back. Binding is in great condition. We're starting this at $5 if you're interested. It's 1961. You see, I don't think there's any writing in here, but I'm going to double check right now. If you're interested in Valbar 1961, you can go ahead and just type $5 in the chat. This one is full of color illustrations throughout. And it has 48 pages. I see Seussical for $5. This one is adorable. I have some first edition Valbar books. They are super big and they're in horrible condition, but they are amazing. The only thing is they're not really, they have some offensive stuff in them because they're so old and, you know, things were just different back then. But you can see the illustrations on this. Oh, you're getting ready for a cookout? I know. I hope my husband goes to Costco and picks up some ribs for the grill with some corn. Oh, that sounds good. Baked potato. Okay, so if there's no other interest, we are going to call this sold to Seussical for $5. Again, it is 1961 Valbar. It's a perfect day. Now, I am in California. The weather here today is going to be warm, like super warm. I don't know what your weather is like on the East Coast. It's supposed to be sunny and hot here today. All right, Seussical, we're calling it sold to you for $5. Done. Moving on. Seussical, did you want me to do the other Valbar book that I have, or no? Just let me know, okay? I can do that one right now if you're interested in the other one. Oh, low 70s is perfect weather, especially if you're going to be sitting outside. It's not too hot. That's great. All right, the next book I have is Little Pictures of Japan. It is a thicker book. Great binding. This is full of some amazing art. You can even tell by the cover. That is like a insert in there. I can't describe it. It's an insert on the cover. This is 1952, and look at these. Look at that. Look at the color saturation on that. This we're starting out at $7. You could see somebody put $15 up here. So at one time it would have sold used for $15. Again, it's 1952. The illustrations in this book are really saturated. You can see. Tina's starting us at 10. Look at the birds. Tina's at 10. Now, there are different poems throughout. I did notice one page here has a little bit missing out the bottom there. And the binding's a little separated right there on that page. Other than that, throughout the book, it looks really good. I see Tina for 10. And this is just full of beautiful illustrations. Hopefully you can see that. Tina, I see you. Look at the florals. And again, this is 1952. There are a lot of pages in this book. Let me get you a page total. We are at 191, it looks like, and it's illustrated pretty much throughout. Looks like there might be a little water damage on the bottom of the page here, towards the back of the book. I don't really notice it in the front, but look at this. Amazing. Just every page has different art on it. It's really cool. Okay, Tina, I see you at 15. If there's no other interest, we will call it sold. Tina Reed is 15. All right, sold to Tina for $15. And then let's do the other Valbar book. This one here is Valbar and His Children. This is 1966. Again, good condition. We're starting this at 5. I believe 5 was the starting bid. Does look like it has a little bit of writing in this one right here. And right up here, a little scribble. Great illustrations in this one. Susical for 5. There is writing on this page as well. I don't know if you can erase that off there. Some little kids, I tell you. Look at this. That's beautiful. All right. I see Susical for 5. If there's no other interest, we are going to call it. Oh, look at this one. It's got a little giraffe. How cute. All right, Susical, yours for $5. Sold. This is a unique book here, and it is by the artist Clarice Cliff, and it's The Art of Bizarre. Now, this book is interesting because it is signed by the author. So somebody would have had it at the show. It even has a little pamphlet with some of the artwork in it. Somebody would have went and had him sign this at a book signing. And it is all of his amazing, and it almost looks Art Deco, some of the stuff to me. It's a thick book. Let's see. I bought this at an estate in Napa years ago. This I'm going to start at $10. It looks like Clarice Cliff remains one of the most renowned ceramic artists in the 20th century. She was born in 1899. So this is all of her work and about her life. Well, if she was born in 1899, how did she sign this? I don't know. It's signed by her, though. She must have, what year is this book from? Yeah, that's weird. Ignore my dogs barking. They are. So it looks like this might be from 1999. Value the vintage books, illustrate the increased awareness. When you see books like that, count me in. Okay. Oops, this little pamphlet keeps falling out, but you can see some of her artwork, and it's the story of her life. I'm just confused because if this shows her right here, and there's clearly the signature there. So this is interesting. It could be worth quite a bit. I'm just not sure. Like I said, I bought it up in Napa. So I'm starting this at $9, and it is actually Art Deco. Maybe that is the author. Oh my God, you guys. So I always thought that that was signed by her. This is signed by the author of the book. That's dumb, right? I'm like, how is she at a book signing if, oh my gosh. Anyway, we'll move on to something else. If someone's interested in that, starting offer on this is $10. It's a really interesting book. If you like Art Deco, it's full of her work, and you can see just how cool that is. So moving on, I have Blueberries for Sal. This one is, I don't think I found a date on it. I don't think it's all that old. It is a classic book, though. Perhaps 1976 on this, it looks like. Okay. But that doesn't make sense because there's a barcode, so it has to be an older than that. Great book. We're starting out at $2 on Blueberries for Sal. I don't see any writing. I don't see any torn pages. Great condition. Any interest in Sal for $2? Starting offer. And it's all done in this blueberry ink throughout the book. This is a story about him going to pick blueberries with his mom, and he gets separated, and the baby bear gets separated from his mom because they're out picking blueberries too. So it's a cute story, and the illustrations in it are amazing. I actually painted this image on a rock. Yeah, it's a classic. All right, if there's no interest in that, we will come back to that later at another time. Is anyone interested in seeing some postcards? I have some postcards. I also have some vintage decals. If you're interested in vintage decals. Let's try a vintage decal since today is Memorial Day. This is, and I'm not sure the date on these. I have this set here, and I also have the eagle, and I believe these are the water decals that you just dip in water, and you can pretty much put them on your cabinets. You know how they would have done that back in the day. So these two here, your choice, $5. If you are interested, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. You could put drum or eagle. And these are the Meyer cord decals for every room in your home. Again, you dip it in warm water for 15 seconds, and then it kind of slides off onto your item. Any interest in the decals? If not, we'll move along to something else. And they are large too. You can see. See, I got a big head. Look at. They're good size. All right, we will move along. Move along to something else. This is a magazine I have. It's 1954. It is a Jack and Jill magazine. From 1954. Circus theme. Starting offer on this is $4. And this is just adorable. If you're interested, okay, we'll do postcards next. How about that? Great for junk journaling or just displaying. You could even frame some of the stuff in. The little magazines are cute. I see tigers for $4. You know, I believe I got this from Misty a while ago. Okay, Susical, I see that. Thank you. Tigers is at $4. Again, this is 1954. This was a children's magazine that would have been mailed out in 1954. It's got stories in it, games. It's the back. And the cover is loose on it. You could just add another little staple and it would be fine. Ooh, it's going to be warm. I think we're going to be in the 90s here. Crazy. If there's no other interest, we're going to call this sold to tigers for $4. I didn't notice there is a tiger on the front. Is that why you're buying it? Oh, goodness. Tigers for $4. It is sold. All right. Postcards. So I went to Reno last weekend. And they had, I didn't know, but they had an antique show there while I was there for my friend's birthday. And she does not like antiquing or thrifting, but she was so nice to go with me to it. And they had amazing stuff. I got a whole collection of uranium glass, the Fenton custard glass that glows like it's uranium. I got a whole collection of that. I got both bins of these postcards, 2 bins like this for $50, and I've already sold a couple postcards out of there. They were Pirates of the Caribbean vintage Disney ones for $35. So I pretty much gotten almost all my money back on the postcards. So, and I don't know anything about the postcards. Yeah, she is. We were celebrating her birthday and she was nice. She was so tired because I made her, I was there for a long time because, you know, when you have to look at everything and they had really good prices. And so she was sitting on the floor by the time we left. I felt bad. And there's newer postcards like this one. This one is from, well, 1958. It's got a squeaker in it. And these go back all the way to the early 1900s, some of them. And some of them are filled out, some of them are brand new. So why don't we start with this cat squeaker? It is at least 1958. That's what it's signed on the back. I think, Miss Carrie, this might be the one that you wanted because it's the squeaker and it's the kitty cat. Why don't someone put a price in there to start us off at whatever you want? I'm not well versed on postcards, so go ahead and put a price in there and we'll start it off at that price. You can see, and it's puffy because it's got the squeaker. Hopefully you can hear that. This was sent to a Miss Susan Dart in Kansas on Sunset Drive. And some of these you can read really easily, and some of them you can't. The older ones are hard. Okay, so Carrie's in at 4 on this. It even has the stamp too, which is neat. If there's no other interest in this, we're going to call this sold to Carrie. 1950s postcard. And there are some amazing postcards. I joined a postcard group online to learn a bit more about it, and I started getting all these messages from people asking if I wanted to sell them. And then someone messaged me and said, don't sell those. Those are worth this much money, because I have some Halloween ones and some holiday ones. So I guess I need to be careful about some of them. But I mean, I've already made my money back, so might as well share with everyone, I guess. So, all right, Carrie, this is coming your way for $4. I don't want to squish that. I have a copper set of postcards. These look to be newer. There are 3 in the set, and they're wrapped copper. Again, you can put a starting bid in the chat. There's a hot air balloon. These are unused, brand new. So you're going to get the hot air balloon wrapped copper postcard from engraved on copper from Copper Card, Salt Lake City, Utah. And then you're going to get this cowboy guy. Again, unused. It is copper wrapped around the postcard, which is kind of cool. And then coming through the rye, cowboys, unused. Okay, Hazel's at 5. So you're going to get all 3 of these copper postcards in the lot. It's really neat. Looks like they're from Utah, a company in Utah. They're probably vintage, I'm guessing. All 3 unused. Any other interest? Otherwise, we are going to call these sold to Hazel for $5. Yeah, they're pretty unique, and they're heavy too. So I'm wondering if the copper is worth anything. You could peel it off the card. It's just really neat. It's like stamped on. It's textured on there. So these are kind of fun, and they'd be great if you, again, have a vignette to display. Postcards are great. You could frame them, yep, or you could send them to someone. If there's no other interest, we're going to call these sold to Hazel L for $5. All right, Hazel, those will be coming your way. Those will be coming your way. All righty. Now, leaving copper, we're moving on to wood. These are wood postcards. Yosemite. Don't think they're that old, but they're kind of neat. And again, these would be great in your vignette. You could send them. You could frame them. There's a lot you can do with them. They're thick wood. And someone, if you're interested, go ahead and just put an amount in the chat. You're going to get all 3 of these. There's 3 in the lot. This one is, all 3 are Yosemite, different scenes. Actually, that goes like this. This is Nevada Fall and Verna Fall. So those are the falls. So vertical postcard. Unused. I see Julie for $5. And this one's my favorite. It's got the deer. So you're going to get all 3 of these for one price. If there's no other interest, we are going to call these sold to Julie for $5. We'll give it a second here. We're moving along pretty good, guys. Okay, Julie, those are yours, okay? And for people that are just coming in, we are giving away 2 Ikea bags at the end of the sale. These are brand new bags. We have a small one, which you know how they expand when you open them. They've got the 2 different size handles, the long and the short handle. This will be one prize. And then we have the large bin bag, the one that really expands. Great for going to the Goodwill bins, thrifting. Again, the 2 length handles. We're giving away one of these at the end of the sale too. So if you purchase something, your name is going to be in the raffle. Hi, Belinda. How are you? Good seeing everyone here. Thank you for coming. All right, do you guys want to keep going with postcards, or you want to go back to books, or do you want to see some magazines? You tell me and we will do what you want. Do you want older books, newer books? I have a ton of books and ephemera. I'm going to have a couple more sales. I can do a couple more postcards. Some of these are pretty old. Let's see. This one's kind of cool, and I should probably keep it because I collect Kewpies. Okay, let's do some postcards. And I'm going to do some newer ones, and I'll do some older ones too, okay? This is a Kewpie postcard. And again, if you're interested, just go ahead and start by putting a price, at least $1 in the chat, okay? And we can move up from there or sell it for $1. This one is unused. Oh, we're getting that glare on there. This is Rose O'Neill Kewpies in various sizes. This is from Mary Merritt's Down Museum in Pennsylvania. I don't see a date on it. It does have all the Kewpies on it, and it is unused. I see Seussical for $2. I collect Kewpies, so I should probably keep this, but I have so much stuff. I'm going to have to end up selling some of my Kewpies too. I see Carrie for $3. It's in great condition. I don't see any bends or cracks, or, well, there might be a little, like a little wave there, but it looks really good to me. Seussical for $4. They're cute. I don't know if you can see the little pair that's hugging. I know there's a little bit of a glare, and this is a shiny postcard. Oops. Okay, Seussical, if there's no other interest, we are going to call this sold to you for $4. All right, moving on. Let's see if I can find some older ones here. This one, this one is signed 1914, okay? It's a lady. And it does have the stamp and the writing on the back. That's how I know it's 1914. It is Mrs. Rudolph Johnson in Minder, Wisconsin. Gosh, I don't know. But somebody has wrote to her. Dear Auntie, I forgot to give a little of the celery and leek seed, but I planted mine. You can have some plants if they come up all right. I'll have plenty. I've planted it. Tomatoes, ground cherries, leek, celery, cauliflower seed. Okay, so she's writing to her aunt, telling her about her planting that she's done. And I see Belinda Carroll at $3. And this is 1914. Great piece. I just love reading the backs. And also the stamps are really interesting too. Sometimes they told me that if it's a weird or unique subject matter, that makes it, or like Halloween, makes it super valuable, or sometimes the writing on the back and the stamp can make it valuable too. And this one's pretty easy to read. So I see Belinda Carroll for $3. Who is on the front? It does have, it has some writing down here, like but I can't make it out. I don't know if anyone else can. I'm not sure. It's just the beautiful lady. We are going to call this sold to Belinda for $3. Do you guys want to see some of the older ones? Let me see. Whenever I move a postcard in this one bin, something squeaks. I've got some vintage Disneyland ones too, but I gotta look into those. I will show you the two Disneyland postcards. I'm probably gonna list these, but these are super valuable, and they have the squeakers in them. This one sold for $65, and this one sold for $55. A postcard. That trips me out a bit. Trips me out a little bit. So let's do one of these like 3D effects ones. This is from 1912. It is filled out on the back with the stamp from 1912. You can see how it is like 2D, 3D, whatever. It's 2D. It's off the paper. It's like embossed, but a deep emboss. You can see it's not flat. And the subject matter is kind of like a horse race. There's flags and two jockeys racing horses. And this is going to Miss Clara Belt in Teacot, Kansas. Dear Clara, arrived all right, found all well. Am sending your mother's package. It was 75 cents. I did not stay in Salina. I wanted to get home right and tell me all the next something. So they're writing to a family member. Again, this is 1912. If you're interested in this, just go ahead and start us off, say $2 on this one. Beautiful horses. If there's no interest in this, we'll move on to something else. Let's see. Try and find one. Here's a Christmas one. Oh, Belinda, I just put that back in there. I don't know if I can find it. That was kind of silly of me. I put it like in the middle somewhere. I need to give people a little more time. Ha! I found it. Okay, so we're still on the horse one here. And like I said, 1912. This is a piece of history here, man. So Belinda, $2. The bid is with you, or the offer is with you on this one. Do you know, Julie, I might keep those just because I love vintage Disney. So, and you can see it's embossed. You can't really make it out, but it's a deep embossing. Cindy's at 3 on this. 1912 going to Miss Clara Belt in Kansas from probably a relative talking about a Mother's Day package. It was 75 cents. And this is much more beautiful in person. You just can't really see all the detail that's in there. Look at the grass and the flags. Belinda Carroll, I see you at 4. All right. We are going to call this sold here in a second. So if anyone else is interested, please get your bids in now. Okay, Cindy's out. Okay, Belinda, this is yours for $4. $4. Okay, I have a Christmas one, and it has the embossing on it. Okay, this one's a little weird, but it is a poinsettia. It's embossed, so it is off of, it's lifted. It's puffy. It's like puffy. It's beautiful. This says, and it somebody has wrote on it in pencil, but it has not been sent. So Belinda, you are at 4. I'm guessing this is early 1900s. Looking at some of the other ones, probably around 1910. It is hand painted for Christmas. And the funny thing is it says to Hooker and Blanche from Rhoda. Can you see that? To Hooker and Blanche from Rhoda. Hooker must have been the husband and Blanche the wife. That's what I'm guessing. The names back then. It's funny. Belinda, I see you at 4 on this. Cindy, you're at 5. And it has a nice edging on it too. I don't know if you can see that edging. But it's very, gosh, I need to find the right term for it. Does anyone know the term for these like puffy postcards? Is it embossed or is it called something else where it's off the page? It's like 2D, not 3D, but, and the edges are like crimped. You can see it on the back side a little bit, the detail. Belinda, I see you at 6 on this one. This would be lovely in your vignette for the holidays. I know, Julie. It's just like Hooker and Blanche. They're probably a fun couple to hang with, though. Hooker and Blanche and Rhoda. It's the gang. Embossed. Okay, so I am saying it right. Whoops, it's upside down. Merry Christmas there. All right, if there's no other interest, we are going to call this sold to Belinda. We'll give it a second here. Okay, Cindy, I see you're out. Belinda Carroll, I got you for that one. All right. I have a Amsterdam set here. It's one of those fold out ones. This is what it looks like on the front. And then you open it. You've seen these before. And it has all of the cards. They're all unused. It is Amsterdam. I'm guessing 1960s on this. Just from what I've seen in here. We can start this off at $2 if anyone's interested. You're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 postcards from Amsterdam. Whoop. See if I can get them on there. good at this camera thing, okay? I'm doing the best I can. Is it upside down? Who knows? But you can get a feel for it. I See Tigers is in there at $2, right? We're going to fold these back up in there to keep them nice. And these are in really good condition. They actually have a little closure on the back that you can close them. And it's in a little cutesy thing. Okay, so I See Tiger for $2. If there's no other interest, we are going to call these sold to Tiger. I will give it a second. Thank you all for coming today. That was awesome of you spending your day with me. I appreciate it. And I think I'm going to be having a couple more sales just because I have so much stuff, and not just ephemera. I have a lot of knickknacks. I have a lot of stuff. Weird stuff. I have a lot of, actually, let me show you that. And actually, sold to Tigers. We'll do that first before I get distracted. I bought all these vintage carnival toys. That's why I have them sitting back here. They're in beautiful condition. Look at that. Oh my gosh, Tigers. Look at it. It's a tiger. So I'll probably be doing a sale with just random stuff. Like this. And breakable stuff. But I have to show you this fish. Have you ever seen a winky fish? Look at him. He winks. I was at an estate sale, and in the garage they had a table, and they had all of these vintage. Well, I got 4. There's a duck and a dog over there. They had them under the table, and she sold them to me like for $5 for all of them. So I couldn't leave it behind. And if you see these babies back here, oop, hold still. I used to make these dolls, and they are lifelike baby dolls, so they're called reborns. So I'm not weird. These used to be my display dolls from when I did doll shows. So that's why they're sitting back here. I felt bad putting them in a tote in the garage, so I just set them up there. I got to find a spot for him. He's cute, huh? Okay. Let's get back to the sale here. This one is a brand new card. It looks like it's Edinburgh, John Knox's house. It's unused. And dollars start on this card. Beautiful card. Printed in England. See the front bird. That be Germany? England, I guess. Duh. It is signed by the artist that did the painting. I see Susical for $2. Oh yeah. They used to be, I started doing them when I first moved out here to California just as a hobby. But they're expensive to make, so I found a new hobby. But I have all these. And I think I'm going to donate a couple to like Alzheimer home. My dad had dementia, so he found that, comforting. So I think I'm going to donate a couple of them to the home. I just worry about them walking off and not being with the person that's there, so, but that's okay. All right. So Susical, I see you for $2 on that. We're going to call that sold to you. for $2. All right. Anyone from Idaho? This is a cool card, and it's 1947. One of those classic greetings from Idaho cards. It is filled out on the back from 1947. Has the stamp. We're going to start this at 2. It's vibrant colors. And it is Mrs. H.W. Dennis in Grand Island, Nebraska. And she's, hi kids. What a day this was. The wind never blew harder in Nebraska than it did all day today. And dirty. Woo! I'm a hotel baker. Or tonight. I think he only plans to go to Yakima tomorrow. When Mount Rainier Sunday. I'm taking our time and seeing everything there is to see along the way. Wish I could hear from you soon. I'm feeling fine. Love, Mom. Okay, Leah, I see you at 2 on the Idaho card. 1947 with the stamp on the back. What does that say on the bottom? Sun Valley, State Capital, Syringa State Flower. Huh. It's a neat little card. If there's no other interest, we are going to call this sold to Leah for $2. I'll give it a second here. And if you are just joining us, you can email me at Sweet Adeline with 3 E's, SWEEET. Actually, I have it on paper. What do I do with it? Here it is. It's my email address. I usually have it in the chat, but whenever I touch the screen, it goes black, so I don't want to mess with it. So, Leah, that is sold to you for $2. You can go ahead and email me your information, and we will get that figured out. This one here is 1936. It's the King's Stables, the battlefield in Cutloden Moor. I don't know. It is on the back, 36. And we'll start this at 2. Mrs. Ruth Roush to the Donald Company, Grand Island, Nebraska, USA. Tell Dave the car is going good and takes all hills on high. We are on the go all day long and have covered 5,000 miles to date. Regards, R.D. Oh, I know, Belinda. I filled those boxes up. I was worried that the box was going to fall apart. So this time, I think if you order a lot of books from me, I am going to split it up because some of those boxes were like 30 pounds. But I wanted to make it as cheap as possible for shipping. All right, I see Karen's Vintage and More for $3 on this card. And if I don't see anybody else interested, we are going to call it sold. I'll give it a second here. Okay, Karen, it is yours. Got that. Now these are these the same thing? Oh, these are note cards. these are 2 Christmas note cards. They are exactly the same, unused. And it says, greetings from 314. And there's 2 of them exactly alike. Just asking $1 for these flat. If anyone's interested, you can have the pair for $1. They are on nice paper, but they look like they're Christmas cards almost. But greetings from 314. That's an area code. I'm not sure where it is. So I have these 2. If you're interested, you can just type $1 in the chat and you can have those. All right. Let me find another cool one here. This one is from 1913. And it has a couple stamps on it. You can see it stamped Exposition up here, something. And then there's another stamp there, 1913. Okay, Belinda, you wanted those Christmas ones? I'll put you down for those. So this one is 1913. It is Forest Fire in the Mountains is the thing, and it is filled out in the back. We'll start this at $2. And it says, Mrs. L.M. McGall in Kalamazoo, Michigan, care of Central High School. Dear and Frisco, sorry not to have had this reach you today. Instead of just having will write you a letter tomorrow. Hope you are well. With love from Ethel. And this is 1915. Actually, it says 1913 on one stamp, and then on the exposition it says 1915. I'm confused by this one. You can see the multiple stamps on there. So I don't know if it was sent multiple times, like what the deal is, why it has these stamps up here. But it is a forest fire. What mountains? It just says forest fire in the mountains. It's a souvenir publishing company, San Francisco. It looks like it's out of San Francisco, California. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you. I'm wondering if our Treasure Island exposition in San Francisco was 1915, and that would have been a stamp they would have put on it. Because it definitely says 1913, and it has 6:30 p.m. San Francisco, California. So it's unique. I see Leah for $2. And if there's no other interest in that, we will call it sold. Oh, Tigers for $3. And again, I have not looked any of these up, so some of these could be worth money. I just don't know. And you know what? I'm seeing over here in the corner, I just noticed, it says 1915 exposition there. But the stamp clearly says 1913, but the exposition at the top says 1915. So how could you send this? How could you send this before the exposition? I don't understand that. This one's confusing. It's either 1913 or 1915. It's still early, but it's a mystery. Tigers, I see you for $5. I'm confused. Is that picture 1913 appropriate? I don't know. It says 2866 Forest Fire in the Mountains at the top. And I think it is because it looks like it's been colored, like it was a black and white picture and someone colored it. Yeah, it's a mystery postcard, either 1913 or 1915. And it has the 1-cent stamp on it. That would be right for the time. I don't know. You'll have to see if you can find out anything about these people. It looks like Tigers is in for $5 on this one. If there's no other interest, we will call it sold. 2 Tigers for $5. Tigers, you're going to have to let us know about that one if you find anything out. I know sometimes like the they said the train wrecks and like catastrophe ones cards can be worth money. And this is a forest fire, so maybe that's worth something. You'll have to let us know. Okay, this is a photograph, and it is, I'm guessing, early 1900s. I don't see a date on it. It's 2 women standing in front of a car, so it's good subject matter, and it does have writing on the back. We're going to start this off at $1 if you're interested. It says, can you tell this is mother and daughter? The sun is hard to face without scowling. So this must be a mother-daughter, and they're saying that they're facing the sun. It's hard to do without scowling for the picture. Starting off at $1, and it's really thin. It says E55 in the corner. I don't know what that means. I see Karen's vintage Tigers for $3. Yeah, I'm guessing early 1900s on this. Handwriting on the back's kind of cool. Okay, Tigers. Okay, Stephanie, thank you for stopping by. Blanche and Hooker. That could, yeah, Blanche and Hooker might be living in those hills. This could be Rhoda. You don't know. I'm just saying. All right. Tigers. If there's no other interest, we're going to call this sold to Tigers for $3. I'm curious about that card. Oh. Karen's vintage came in at $4. I'd already called it sold to Tigers. I'm sorry. I guess I need to wait a little longer. But yeah, I've already sold it to Tigers. I probably have some more photos though, if you're interested. We can look at those as well. Okay, so here's another catastrophe one. Actually, let me give you another puffy one. Let's see. This one says Easter greetings on it, and it is filled out. It's 1908, so it is one of the older ones. You can see it. It's one of those lost cards. Easter greetings, girl. And she looks very, I would say Art Nouveau, kind of, with the flowing, with that big hat, flowers, Easter greetings. It is filled out in the back. We're going to start this off. Let's start this one at $3. Easter cards are kind of hard to find, aren't they? This one says Independence, Missouri, April 4th, 4:30 p.m., 1908. Miss Grossykes, Nebraska. Your people are certainly very smart to do so much something one day. I have been home for 1 week with the, oh, this one's hard to read. I can't read it. Maybe you can make out what it says, but it looks like she's just sending correspondence. I see Belinda for 5 on this. Beautiful Easter lady on the front. It is embossed. It says Easter greetings. I know it's hard to see with the light. And it does have the stamp and the writing on the back. Yeah, it's hard to read. I mean, plus with the embossing, it makes it a little more difficult. But I'm sure you could make it out. It's interesting. Oops, I'm really upside down. Okay, Belinda, I see you at 5 on that. If there's no other interest, we will call it sold. Let me give it a few seconds here. Okay, Belinda, we're calling it sold to you for $5. That's a great one. You want to do another card? Let's see. Here's a Happy New Year one. This one is, I want to say 1912. I'm going to say 1912. Happy New Year. Really pretty. It's very pink. You can't really see it in this light, but it is very pink. Thank you for Suzico for putting that in the chat. That helps. And then the back. The stamp is partially on there still. So we can start this off. Let's start this at $3. Mr. Henry Peter Front, Nebraska. And actually it's 1912. Did I say that? 1912, January 1912. And I am not going to be able to read this. But he is writing to Henry in January for the new year. It's really a vibrant pink. It's not doing, it almost looks purple on the screen, but it's pink. If I go like that, you can see it a little better. You can see how pink it is. And it has the torches with the clock hanging from, I don't know, it's just very cool. It's got a little embossed, and this is embossed. The whole thing's embossed. You can see it on the back. The embossing. Well, maybe yeah. You can see the writing. Okay, Cindy, I see you at 5. It is really pretty with the gold. Karen is out. If there's no other interest, we'll call this sold. I'll give it a second here. Okay, Cindy, that is yours for $5. 1912. It's a neat card. I love the color on that. I'm going to be sad to see some of these go. I should have probably scanned them in. Scanned them in to have them. All right, here's a little lot. We're just going to call this a miscellaneous lot. And it is a lot of 4 cards. 1 is filled out. The rest are brand new. This is the first one. And we can start these out at $2 for the lot. How about that? This is great for junk journaling. It is a brand new card. I don't know if she's Dutch, German. I don't know. But there's the back of it. It's blank. And then we have the doll of Italy. And because this has a little bit of shine to it, that kind of tells me it is brand new. I'm guessing it's probably 1980s on this one. You see, I don't see a date on it. So you have that one. And then you have these two lovely people. I see Karen's Vintage for $2. And that's a brand new card. And this one's my favorite. This is Dolly Dingle Learns to Paint. So you have Dolly Dingle. And this one is filled out on the back with the stamp. And it is 1989. And it is going to Mr. Gosh, I can't make out that name. That's going to Nebraska. Alice from Marge. So you'll have a fun time reading that. I'll leave it to whoever wins it to make out. And you know what's fun about these is sometimes you can track the person or the family and figure out, you know, because you know where it's coming from, where it's going. You can kind of see. So you're going to get all 4 of these cards in this lot for one price. Use them for junk journaling. Use them to mail to a friend. Use them in your vignette. I see Belinda Carroll for $5. If there's no other interest, we're just going to call that sold to Belinda. All right. I know Dolly Dingle. She had like paper dolls, I believe, because I've seen Dolly Dingle at the antique store. They had framed the paper dolls. I thought it was really cool. All right, here's a fun one. This is the royal family. Are you okay doing postcards, or do you want me to go back to books? Just let me know. We can switch it out. I also have some magazines. This is the royal family, and I'm going to show you the newer one first. This is the 90th birthday in 1990 for the Queen. Now they have, to preserve it, they've put plastic. You could take it out of the plastic, and there's a card behind it. You can see how they just wrapped plastic around it to keep it safe. But it is the Queen. Her 90th birthday in 1990. Unused. I think it's unused. I can't see the back of the card, but I'm guessing it's a brand new card. Or it's a picture, one of the two. It was in this lot. That's that one. And this is the cool one here. And it is stamped, I believe, 1961. Yes. It's going to Los Angeles, California from Baby and Babe. Love, Baby and Babe. And this is the royal family, and it is a photo postcard from 1956. So you're going to get both of these. Yeah, one is Queen Elizabeth. This one is. This one is not. It's some sort of royal family. But you can see the writing on the back. Let me show you that. Yeah, it's signed Baby, Love, Baby, and Babe. So you're getting both of these cards. And this one actually is the cool one out of the two, I think. Let's see. So Belinda, I see Belinda for $3 on the lot. If there's no other interest, we are going to call it sold to Belinda. Oh, is it Grace Kelly? You know what? I was thinking that it was Grace Kelly. But there's nothing on here, and I didn't read the postcard. Oh, you know what it does? We saw the cathedral where Princess Grace and the prince were married. We went to visit Monte Carlo, and because we are over 21 and Roland was wearing a tie, we were allowed into the casino. So this is talking about Baby and Babe's travels over there. Your babes were transported into the pages of a storybook today. We saw Monaco with a palace guarded by 2 men of the prince's army of 90 soldiers. So they're Baby and Babe, boy, they must be on their honeymoon, maybe. This is kind of neat. And the picture of the queen is neat too. It's just not as old, 1990. So I see $7 with Belinda. And if that's all the interest, we'll consider it sold. Let me give it a second. If you want to bid any more. Okay, Karen's out. So Belinda, we're going to sell that lot to you for $7. I think that's cool. Do you want to see some more books, or do you want me to keep going with postcards? It doesn't matter to me. I can do either or. I'm just happy that you stayed with me. Why don't we do a book real quick, and then we can come back to postcards. You want to do magazines? Where did I put them? All right. Actually, you say magazines. They're buried, but I have some other items that you may be interested in. Wait. Good Lord. Okay. I have these really cool, and I have 2 of these. They're bridge score books. They're old. You can tell by the paper. 1956. I don't think so, but I can double check. So I have 2 of these available. For we can start them. Yeah, we can start them at $2. These are great for junk journaling. Look at the detail at the top, and you're getting quite a few pages in there to use. They're bridge score books. We, they, honors, and points. If you're interested in those, we have 2 of those. I can save those and come back. We have 2 available. I know, it's all cool, right? All right, it doesn't look like anyone's interested in the bridge scorecards, so we can move on from there. This piece that I have right here is a partial book, and I bought a box at it was an estate sale. She said, take the whole box for $1. So I did. I didn't know what was in there, and so I have some stuff from there. This is printed in Germany, London, Meissner, and Bach. It's called Rays of Light, and it would have been a little book. The ribbon is missing from the side. There's holes punched here. We can start this out at $2. It's beautiful. This is the cover. This is the inside. I'm guessing this is early 1900s. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. That's the first one. And then there's writing on the back that talks about the next page. And this one says, the Lord is my light and my salvation. I see Belinda at 2. And then it has, let me show you. And I don't know if this is in the right order, but it has, that's the cover. That. Woo! See how there's writing on the back? That's the next page. There's no easy way to do this. Writing on the back. That's the next page. Writing. And this is out of order. I think this might be the back of the book. Yeah, that is the back. This is the front, inside the front cover. You know what? This is $18.95. By Frances Annandale, author of Abiding Joy, Greater Joys. Merry Christmas, $18.95. And then this. So it may be complete. I'm not sure. But it's a little book that you would tie together with a ribbon. $18.95. Yes, it's gorgeous. The illustrations in there are really pretty. This be our prayer, and may our lives bear out its aim by God's kind love, who by his gracious teaching strives to fit us for those joys above. That when we pass from earth away, our loved ones who must still remain, fresh rays of light shall find each day, fresh comfort from our lives shall gain. So it's different poems and readings. Belinda, I see you at 10. And this would be lovely if you could put it just back together with a ribbon and make it whole again. So it's just a little book. And I didn't realize that that was the that it was that old. But yeah, let me show you that page. So it's $18.95 or older because they gave it as a gift in $18.95. Book Bewitched, I haven't really gone through all of these postcards yet. Books, I have mostly children's books, I would say. So, and Belinda, we're going to call that sold to you for $10. Let me know if you put that back together with a ribbon. I think it would be really sweet if you did. All right, I have two little, actually we'll do all three little books. They're little like pamphlet books. John Hancock. This one is Christmas carols. Let me see if I can find a date. They are all Christmas carols. I don't see a date. So the John Hancock company would have put this out for its customers maybe. And this is all just songs. We can start this at $2 for the lot. You're going to get this Christmas carol book here. And it has music throughout. Hi, Linda. Welcome. You're going to get this Christmas carol book again. John Hancock. I see Belinda for 2. And it has the songs throughout the book. And then this one is Patriotic Songs of America, John Hancock. And Yankee Doodle, America the Beautiful, all the songs for there. So you're going to get all 3 of these books. Actually, this one's 1956. I'm assuming these are 1950s. Oh, this one's 1960. And I'm not sure about this Christmas Carol one, but it is really pretty, the cover. So all 3 for one price. I see Belinda for 5. If there's no other interest, we are going to call it sold to Belinda for $5. Thank you, Belinda. Ay. Okay, this one's a cool one. And we are talking 1907 on this. It's called Little Journeys. March 1907. Little Journeys to Homes of Reformers by Albert Hubbard. That's the front. The back is what gets me. Talk less and listen more. We're going to start this at $5. This is 1907. It's paper. Does have a little tear here in the front. This, let me see if there's any illustrations. You can see there that paper comes out there. This is like an insert perhaps. Inside, it's still in there. Great Reformers. I'm not sure what this is about. I'm trying to be really delicate with it. Not a whole lot of illustrations, just pretty much the same, that same symbol throughout. But the cover is what, the back cover, Talk Less. It's very Art Nouveau with that style. Does have the picture insert. If there's no interest, we can move on to something else. All right. Let's go to something else then. Okay, here's another interesting one. It's a baby book. Snapshots of baby, and it is like hand painted. Oh, Tigers, did you want the Little Journeys book for $5? Okay, we'll mark it sold for Tigers at $5. You know what? I forgot to go back to Trish wanted a book. And I think it was the Clarice Cliff book. And I forgot to go back to that. Okay, Tigers, we got you for $5 on that one. That's good. Alrighty. Okay, so back to the baby book. It's hand painted, Snapshots of Baby. It does have the ribbon closure. Let me take my sticker out. There are some pictures in here, and they are old pictures. Please look at chat for a minute. Can you please give Shelly the Patriotic songbook? Okay. Okay, let me do that real quick before I get too far, because otherwise... If you could do me a favor when you email me and just put that in the email as well, that'll help me out greatly. Okay? All right, I think I got everything caught up in the chat. It's hard to do this by yourself. Okay, so back to the baby book here. And I think we could start this off. What do you think is a fair price? $10. It does have some pictures in here, and they are antique pictures, it looks like. Now they're probably pasted down, but you could cut out. It's just on like thicker cardstock. Okay, Belinda, thank you. And there's that picture there. Let's see. Oh, there's quite a few pictures in here actually. Lots of baby buggy pictures, which are they're kind of creepy a little bit. Let me see. Okay, so that was all the pictures. So you're going to get this cloth. It's like a cloth and it's bound together with 2 holes and a ribbon. We're starting it at $10. It does have a hand-painted baby on the front. And it does have pictures inside. Cindy, I see you at 10. And these look like you could get them out pretty easy. They're just, doesn't look like they're glued down all the way. Okay, I just see Cindy at 10. If there's no other interest, we'll go ahead and sell this. If you're interested in the vintage baby book, hand painted. Oh yeah, you could hear that. I got that clock at Goodwill for like $6.99. And it what year is that clock, Gino, you think?
1960.
It's 1960s, but it does that on the hour. But it's always off. It's chiming for 12 noon right now, and it's what, 12:12? It's really off.
I'll fix it.
Okay. Okay, so it looks like we're going to sell this to Cindy for $10, unless there's anybody else. So I'll give it a second here. All right. Sold for $10. That's a good deal because you're getting the pictures and the book. The sweet little baby. Okay. Let's see. This is an old one here, Raphael. It is 1921. This one, some of the pages have come out, but you can see the illustrations in this are amazing, frameable. We're going to start this at $5. This is in another language. The binding is loose, so the pages do come out. Whew. Trying to be careful with it. Again, 1921. Okay, I see a Vision and Vintage for 12. Yeah, it could be Italian for sure, but some of these illustrations in here are really pretty. I just don't want to, I don't want it to fall apart because it's pretty delicate. This first picture though, the color one is gorgeous. And then there may be more color ones in here. I haven't gone through the whole book. Okay. If there's no other interest, we can sell this. We'll give it a second here. Yeah, it has that one color picture in the front. I'm not sure if there's more color through. Definitely black and white. And there's some very interesting ones in there. I just love that. Oh, you have that one? Okay. Cool. Okay, we're going to sell this for $12 to A Vision in Vintage. It's yours. Congratulations. All right. You want some more postcards? We can do those. We have another, I have a German lot here of postcards. So you're going to get all these postcards for one price. And we can start it at $5 if you're interested. There are 6 postcards in this lot. And they're pretty cute. And I don't think they're that old. But here's the first one. And they are, they're all the same. They're not the same, but you lift it up and then the pictures come out. And they're just pictures of different places. And then these just go back up in there and tuck down in. So that's the front. This is the back. That's the first one. And like I said, you're getting 6. So that's number 1. This is number 2. I see Shelly for $8. And again, you lift it up here and the little pictures come out. These ones are in color. And that's the back on that one. This one's cute. This is like Hansel and Gretel. Kind of looks like a witch, right? And you lift it up here and the pictures are up in there. I'm trying to be careful. You can see they all come out there. And then you just tuck them right back up in there under the flap. That's the front. This is the back. I see Karen's Vintage and More for $9. This, I love this one. And you lift it up right here. And again, you get all kinds of little pictures. Ooh. I see Shelly for 10. And these are in German, so I don't know what they say. And you don't know how old they are. But everything in this set was vintage, at least usually 1980s or earlier. So maybe these are 70s or 80s. There's that one. 2 more. You got the clock maker man. And the clock lifts up here. The pictures are in there. These really don't look like they've been opened up. The pictures inside are in really good condition. Oh, okay. That's the front, and this is the back on that one. And then this is the last one. This is cute. The little stagecoach. And it opens up right here. I've never seen these before. This is the first time I was like, what the heck? I see Shelly for 12. So you're getting, oh, and that's the back of that one too. They're all unused. This is, I'd say, is the oldest one. It looks pretty old from the back. I'm guessing these all go together, and then this is the odd one out, but I included it because it's the same style. So these are all pretty much the same company, and this one is not. And this, I don't know. It's neat. It's a neat set. So you're going to get 6 in the lot, which is a good deal. I see Shelly for 15. Postcards are unused, yes. We're going to call it here, so if you're interested, get your bid in. Karen's Vintage at 16. Hi, Nate. How are you? Ugh, I'm feeling flat. Karen's at 16. We'll give it just another minute. Shelly, if you're still in, or you can just put out. Oh, Shelly's at 18. Oh. Wow. Is Belinda, is that per card? Not per card. Karen's at 20. Yeah, it's a really neat lot. This one this one is not the same company, but it is older. Okay, Shelly's out. I see Karen's Vintage and More. We're going to call it sold for $20 if there's no one else interested. Okay, Karen, you get the lot for $20. That's awesome. I did not think that that would go that high, so that's pretty cool. Thank you. Makes my day. All right, I have another little pamphlet magazine. Thank you, Suzical, for doing that. This is a child's companion. $18.79 on this one. That's the front. This is the back. We're starting this at $5. $18.79. Look at the elephant. Beautiful illustrations in there. I believe it's all black and white due to the date. I see Trish for $5. Tigers for $6. This is $18.79, so it's quite old. All black and white illustrations throughout. Horses. This is the back side of it. Yeah, the older the better, huh? London. So I'm wondering if these would have been mailed out to kids. April 1879. Oh, I just noticed the elephant is chained up. Look at this foot. That cover is amazing with the elephant and the children. I see Trish for 12. We're going to wind down on this, so if you're interested, go ahead and put your final bid in, or we'll call it sold. Belinda's at 13, Sandy and Otto. Trisha's at 14. Okay, so Trish, $14 sold to you. Thank you very much. $18.79. It's a great piece. Thank you very much. This is a great piece too. This is 1920. This is another pamphlet style. It's a nature pamphlet from 1920. It does have birds in it. It's the Gateway to Nature. That's the front cover. We're going to start it at $5. This is the back cover. Beautiful. I believe that's an Oriole on the front. Not really sure. Inside. Thank you, Trish. I hope you like it. It's a piece that you could frame, you know. The elephant on the cover is just beautiful. And you don't expect something from 1879 or whatever that, yeah, 1879, something like that to survive all these years. That's amazing. Just like this 1920, like this is just a pamphlet on flowers and birds and butterflies. I see Tammy for $5. You don't really expect this stuff to last. And so this is selling these books basically. I see Cindy for $6. Yeah, color. And 1920. You can see the famous nature lovers here. And this is contents. It is bound by 2 staples on the end. This is the back cover, and this is the front cover. And I see Cindy for $6 on this. It's a 1920 nature pamphlet. I believe it's used to sell those books, that advertisement that was in the middle. This right here. Okay, Cindy, we're gonna narrow it down here. If anyone else is interested, go ahead and put it in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to call it sold. Okay, Cindy, that will be coming your way. Let me hold up again because I can't change the screen. It will go black if I touch it. So we're going to have to do this janky style. And let me hold it up. This is my email address, Sweet Adeline. Adeline's my last name. And of course, I'm sweet. But there's 3 E's in sweet at AOL.com. So be sure to email me. This is only my second live sale, so I'm still learning. All right, so let's go back to some postcards here. I have another one here. This is Vesuvius in Italy, Naples, Italy, eruption. So this is another disaster card. It's unused. And we can start this at $1. I have heard that the train wrecks and the natural disasters like this are pretty desirable. I have not looked it up. Is there any interest in this card? I don't know the date on it. I can tell it's, well, I don't know. I don't want to say and then be wrong. But let's see. If there's no interest in this, we will skip it and move on to something else. Any Texas people here in the house? If so, I have a Texas lot. San Antonio. And we can start this off at $3. This is one of those cards. Am I seeing Michelle's in here? Hi, Michelle. My goodness. My husband's in here too, everyone. Mr. Sugar Britches, that's my husband, Gino. Ignore my dog. So this is one that you open up and has all of the cards, and they're double-sided. And there's a lot of them. You can see. I see Leah for $2. These are older. Oops, I guess this goes like this. These are older. You can tell by the paper. They're thinner. They're not the thick ones that they have now. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 of them. But they're pictures, so they're double-sided. There's different pictures on either side. So these aren't really postcards. It's like a picture book, but it's a postcard. One postcard sends all the pictures inside, like that. See, that's the postcard front. Oh, Leah, yours is for the volcano? Okay. It's sweetadeline@aol.com. This volcano one right here, Leah. Thank you, Carrie. If there's no other interest in the volcano, we can sell that to Leah. Okay, Leah, that's coming your way. Gotcha. And if there's no interest in, oh, thank you, Shelly. If there's no interest in San Antonio, we can skip it for now and come back to it another time. I have a silver set. I call them silver shimmer. I'm not sure. These are all unused. This one here is not part of the set. There's 4 in the set. This is the first one, and it's going to be kind of hard to see because of the glare, but it's like a silver foil. And this says, "Season's greetings and best wishes from Bombay tailors in Hong Kong." Again, it's hard to see with that light. There's that one. There's this one here. We're starting these out at $2, and that's for the lot of 4. There's silver foil. This one here. this one here. Okay, I see Hazel for $2. And you're getting all 4 of them. I don't see anyone else. We'll give it a second. Otherwise, we are going to call these sold to Hazel. Okay. Hazel, these are coming your way. All right. I have another lot here. This is a German postcard set. These are by the same artist, all unused, unknown age. This is the first one. This is the back. These are starting at $2. Oh, Linda, I already sold them. I was unsure of the age on them. One was for sure from Hong Kong. I'm not sure about the other ones. They looked European. So this is the second card here. And this says, it's like German. Yeah, this is a German set. Belinda's at 2. This is the third card here. Back. Hazel is at 3. So you're getting all 3 of these cards. The German set. Belinda's at 5. And I have a Dutch set coming up next. They're a little different than these. Hazel's at 6. Belinda's out. So if there's no other interest in these, we will call these sold to Hazel. We'll give you a second here. Okay, Hazel, these are coming your way. $6 for this set. And then this is a little Dutch set. This one has 4 cards in it. They're all unused. These are kind of funny, but they're very vibrant. This is the back. Got the little tulip on the back. And we're going to start these out at $2. This is the little boy. He's holding some Gouda cheese or something. The windmill's in the back, and he's got the tulip detail on the back card. Then we've got the little girl with a kitten. I see Belinda for 2. Detail on the back. And then here she is with a puppy. So you're going to get all 4 of these cards. They are Dutch. Little boy, little girl. My favorite's the one with the little duckies. So cute. Let me turn these around. Okay, Michelle, I got you for 3. So 3 little girl ones and then the little boy one on the end. We're $3 with Michelle. They are all unused. There are 4 in the set. And when I'm going through the bin, if I find any more of these, I will let you know. Belinda's at 5. I've got 2 big bins of postcards to go through. And I believe the lady has more. She's supposed to call and let me know if she has more postcards. Oh, I didn't even notice there's a little kitty down at the bottom there. Yeah, it's got a little kitten at the bottom. I see Belinda for 8. Little duckies. Little puppy. All right, we'll wind down on this. If you're interested, go ahead and get your final bids in there. Right now it's with Belinda for $8. Book Bewitched came in at 10. Belinda's at 11. Michelle is out. So I see Belinda at $11. I have not seen any fairy ones, and I don't have any Doctor Who because these are all like vintagey ones. Okay, last call. We're gonna go give it a second here, but I see Belinda. Carol for 11. We are going to call that sold to Belinda for $11. Congrats on that. All right. This one here is one that's filled out. It's 1912. It does have a crease in it, but it's still really cool. It's the Rod and Gun Club in Omaha, Nebraska. That's what it looks like. You can see the crease down here. This is the back. It is filled out 1912. We're going to start this at $2. And it is Mrs. Dennis in Grand Island, Nebraska. Mother and something. Any working hope of finding the same? Received your letter. Okay, glad to hear from you. Am going downtown the river over the banks. I don't know. It's kind of hard to read. Maybe you could make it out. And then this is the back. It has its stamp, and it is stamped 1912, April 14th at 12:30 p.m. out of Omaha, Nebraska. If there's no interest in this, we'll move on to something else. We'll give that a second. Anyone interested in that? Okay, we'll pass on that one. Let's do another puffy one. Let's see if I can find one. Oh, this one's cool. Oh, it's like, this one's very Art Nouveau. It is filled out in the back. I can't make out the year. I'm guessing it's going to be early 1900s, okay? This is another Easter one, very Art Nouveau, Easter greetings in blue this time, and you can see the blue. Can you see how it's embossed? We're going to start this at 5. It's got the lady with the bouquet, the wind blowing her hair. with flowers up in the corner on both sides. It's almost like a moon or something behind her. And this is the back. Okay, I see Belinda for 5. And I'm holding it upside down. It's Easter greetings from Alan, I think. And it's going to Nebraska. The date on it, I can't make out the date, but it does have its stamp on the back. I'm guessing it's like 1912, 1910, something around there. Yeah, and it's a 1-cent stamp, so that'll help you date it. The embossed lady with flowers, Art Nouveau. I'm guessing early 1900s since it has that Art Nouveau look with a flowy. That looks like a moon almost behind her. I know it's a weird shape, but the texture, there's a texture to it that is like a moon. I see Cindy for 9. Can you see it? I'm trying to hold it close to the camera. And there it says Easter greetings. And then the back. Book Bewitched is at 10. Yeah, it's a neat card for sure. And these are great to display or frame just because of the artwork. Cindy is out, so if there's no other interest, we're going to sell this to Book Bewitched for $10. Okay, that is going to come your way. And if you're just joining me, I'm doing a giveaway at the end for 2 bin bags from Ikea. I have a small one and a large one, and we're going to give that away. This is my email. Be sure to give me a send me an email with your information. Sweet does have 3 E's in it. So we want to try a book, mix it up a bit. Okay. Let me see what I got here. I have this book here. It's a vintage nursery rhyme. It's actually 1920s. This book we're going to start at $10. It is quite pricey. You can see it does have some handwriting up here on the top. You can see the pig pulling the little pixies. Front cover, back cover, and binding. This has color and black and white illustrations in it. Let me grab a hold of it. The binding is loose on this book, but it is still an amazing book. Look at this. Oranges and lemons, it says, and it's got these frogs. This is a spider. Ooh. Yeah, the binding is loose on this, so you would, if you were going to use it for junk journaling, you could use it. Let me find some color ones. There are color illustrations. Oh, this one's amazing. Look at that. I have some Halloween postcards, but I haven't done any checking on them yet, but they have witches on them. Yeah. This is starting out at $10, this book. It is from the 1920s. The binding is loose on it, but the illustrations are great in here. Okay, see Belinda at 10. Look at the pig. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's a neat book with neat art. Save Belinda at $10. There's no other interest. We will sell this. This is my favorite right here. That's neat. That's frameable right there. It's really cool. And the spider illustration is really neat too. Hazel at 11. Again, the pages, some of them are loose, so just be aware of that. But all right, we're gonna narrow this down here. If you're interested, go ahead and get your bid in. Belinda's out. Tiger's at 12. I can't because my screen will go black when I try to do that. I don't want to even try it. Last time I did it, it went black. I had to go out and come back in. So Suzical is stuck up there saying "ah" the entire sale. All right, so we are going to call this sold to Tigers for $12. It's a good deal. You got a good book there, even though it's a little loose. The pages are loose. It has wonderful illustrations in it. Okay. I have so many books up here, guys. But this is neat. This is Beauty and the Beast. It has the ribbon. Look at the cover on that. Look at the back cover. This book is brand new, has never been read. That's inside the front cover. We're going to start this at $5. It has the gold edging. You can see. Beauty and the Beast. It is pretty much a chapter book. There's no illustrations in here, but it's a beautiful copy of Beauty and the Beast. I see Belinda for $5. I did have another one in this style, but I might have sold it. It might have been Alice in Wonderland. The release date on this, let's see. 2016 is what I'm seeing on this book. I just love, there's the binding. But can you see the detail on the castle and the beast? And it's a thick book. It's Beauty and the Beast and other classic fairy tales, so it's not just Beauty and the Beast. 2016 version, brand new, never been read. Great for a gift. Books are always great gifts. And it has the ribbon bookmark. So if there's no other interest in this, I have one bid at $5. Get your bids in now, and then we will call it. Looks like Belinda Carroll. If there's no other interest, for $5. Sold. All right. I have this Under the Tree. This is 1946. This is a soft cover book. Under the Tree, that's the front cover. This is the back. We're going to start this off at $2. This is full color illustrations. Actually, it says 1945. I don't know why I wrote down 1946. This is a classroom book, I believe. Pre-primer. 1945. Full of like Dick and Jane style illustrations. Starting off at $2. I see Shelley for $2. Cute illustrations in this one, guys. Great for junk journaling. Great for framing, art projects, decoupage, or reading. This is a California textbook, 1945. I'm sorry, I see Belinda for $2. Now Second Part of Living for $3. This is cute. The little dog's walking ahead with his bowl and everyone's following behind. It's full. Every page has a illustration. Joelle, I see you for $6. This is soft cover. $19.45, yes. Belinda for $7. And the little the little boy or girl actually had a napkin from 1984 in there. So that'll come with it. It's a little page saver there, I guess, for them. Okay, so if there's no other interest, I see Belinda Carroll for $7 on this. If you're interested, go ahead and get your offer in now. Otherwise, we are going to call it sold. All right. Under the Tree, 1945, sold to Belinda. Thank you. All right. Oh, I have 2 of these. This one is Little Mermaid. This is a box, okay? This is the box. It's from Fao Schwartz. It's brand new. Starting bid on this is $20. I'm going to show you the inside. So you get this cool box and you open it up and you're getting a brand new Little Mermaid book, a scroll, a bookmark, and an enamel pin of the Little Mermaid. And it all comes in this really cute box. Fao Schwartz. It comes with a napkin unused. That's right. With the goose on it. Oh my goodness, they stretch my legs out. So this is the Little Mermaid. Fao Schwartz toy company had that. So you're getting like a little gift set here. Hans Christian Andersen, Little Mermaid. That edition. And it has the mermaid on the back of the box as well. Really, really nice gift set. Still has the paper band at the bottom from the toy company. Is there any other interest in this? If not, we will sell this to Belinda for $20. It is brand new still in the box. Okay, we'll give it a second here. Otherwise, we are going to call that sold. Okay, Belinda, that's coming your way. That was a great buy. This is a neat set. I have a Wizard of Oz one too, but if there's not much interest in it, I might as well just wait on that one for now. All right. Boy Scouts of America book. Large coffee table sized book. It is in great condition. Full color. It's like the history of the Boy Scouts. Really cool pictures in there. Pretty much brand new. This is going to be starting at $5. I think we're winding down here. If there's no interest in this, we can skip it for now. Oh, I see this Overstuffed House, Boy Scouts of America. This is a thick book too, and big coffee table. All right. Is there any other interest? You can see the illustrations and pictures in here are really nice. This is a Centennial history of the Boy Scouts. You can hear it. Sounds brand new when I open it. Makes that noise. If there's no other interest, we're going to go ahead and sell this heavy book. All right, let me see. Okay, this Overstuffed House that sold to you for $5. What a deal. It's a great deal. Oh, you like the Wizard of Oz one? All right, we can see if there's any interest in that. So we just did the Little Mermaid one. This is the Wizard of Oz, the same deal. Brand new, still in the box from Fao Schwartz. Starting bid's $20. You get the book, scroll, bookmark, and the enamel pin. Oops, if I could get it on the screen for you. I can't really see what I'm doing. It has the flying monkeys on the back. Great collectible piece. I just love the boxes that they're in. They're just really cool. The Wizard of Oz. If you're interested in that, go ahead and put it in the chat. All right, Belinda, we'll give it a second here. And if there's no other interest, we're going to sell that to Belinda. Belinda's getting some deals today. Oh, Belinda, you bid yourself up. Did you mean to put 30 in or just 20? Ah. No, you don't want that Boy Scout book to fall on you. It's heavy, but it's a really cool book. I think you got a good deal on that. Okay, so we're finishing up on Wizard of Oz here. I don't see any other bids but Belinda. Okay, Belinda. Gotcha. I thought more people would be interested in these. I thought they were kind of cool. Sold to Belinda. Alrighty. I have this big book for peace. Reminds me of Where the Wild Things Are. It does have writing inside for a First Communion. We are going to start this at $2. It's different stories and different artists throughout the book. So it's illustrated by all these different people back here. And it's called The Big Book for Peace. Susical, I see you for $2. Let me see. You can see all the different illustrators work throughout the book. All different kinds of styles. Yeah, be sure you send me your information. I don't think I have your information. It's Sweet Adeline, SWEEE. There's 3 E's in Sweet. I should have put it in my description. I didn't even think of that. So we are at $2 on this. Okay, so out over to Julie. Julie S. at $2. All right. I have a Pez book, and this is a soft book for your Pez collectible pieces. The year on this, 1997. We're going to start this off at $2. There's a big old clown there for Misty. All your different Pez dispensers are in here. I see this overstuffed house for $5. Oh, look at this one's kind of cool. Clown alert. There's Disney in here. There's Santa, Popeye. Space Guns, Garfield. It's got it all in here. So if you collect Pez or you just find them really interesting, this book is the book you need. Oh, there's some creepy ones in here. Okay. Here's some Halloween ones, Christmas. Cows. I've never seen a lot of these before. So we're at Belinda for $6. Is there any other interest in the Pez book? If not, we will move on to something else. This Overstuffed House, I see you for $8. It's a pretty thick book. Belinda Carroll at $9. Clowns don't bother me. Now, if one's chasing me with a butcher knife, they do. But if it's just a picture of a clown or a tchotchke, it's okay. They are creepy, though. I like creepy stuff, though. Here's the Disney ones. Okay, this Overstuffed House is out, so Belinda, unless there's any other interest, we're going to be sending this to you for $9. Nancy is out. Okay, sold to Belinda. Thank you, Belinda. That's coming your way. All right, we have another Valbar book. This is another planet, so it's like an outer space one. It's 1972. It's good on the inside. I don't see any writing or any torn pages. Binding is good. So we're going to start this one at $3. Or what did I start the other Valbars at? 5? I don't remember. We'll start it at 3 since I said 3. I've never seen a space one before for Valbar. Yeah, it's in really good shape for 1972. Okay, I see Seussical for $5. This is a Random House book. Is there any other interest in this? Otherwise, we will sell it and move on to something else. Okay, Seussical, you look like you're the only one on that. We will call it sold to Seussical for $5 for the Outer Space Valbar. 1970s. Great deal. All righty. I still have a ton of books. Oh gosh. Well, let's do some more postcards. This one is a flood. The beginning of the flood at Memphis, Tennessee. It's a picture postcard. Thank you, Seussical. This is the back. It's not filled out. It's blank. You can tell it has some age to it because I think it said place 1 cent stamp here, so that would date it back to the early 1900s. but I believe it was in a book at one time because it has some paper stuck to it up there. So we're going to start this at $2 if you're interested. Flood postcard. Oh, well, this is interesting. It says B.A. Munson and Company, Furniture and Undertaking in Aurora, Nebraska. Furniture and Undertaking. That's what it says on the card. Furniture and Undertaking. So that's an odd, so he's not only transporting furniture, but he's also picking up bodies. Is that how? I don't get that. That's weird to me. Literally says that on the card, stamped on there. And because you can see it says place one, I'm assuming that would have been a 1-cent stamp, so that would date it back to like the 1910s because it says that. Bye, Joelle. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. So this is weird that it says that B.A. Munson and Company, Furniture and Undertaking. Because it has that stamp on there, it's going to make it more valuable because it has that undertaking stamp on it. So I'm seeing Karen's Vintage and More for $4. If there's no other interest, we will sell it at that. Hands use of equipment. Okay, Karen, you're gonna get this unique postcard, and you'll have to let me know what you find on it because I just noticed that. That's pretty funny that it says that. It's neat though. Okay. Well, I think we're dwindling down to the end here. I'm gonna have to probably do another. I'm going over 3 hours now, so I think maybe I call it and then do another sale, another few sales, because I still have a ton of books, a ton of postcards. So maybe I will start doing Sunday sales and just see what we can do. Get rid of some of this stuff if you guys are interested in it, because I have 2 bins of postcards. So I just don't want to keep everyone here all day. Yeah. So why don't we, let's do one final postcard and then we will call it a day. How about that? And I will watch for me on Instagram. I will post more sales and you guys can come and hang out. Don't feel obligated to buy anything. Let me find a good one here. This one's got a lot of puff on it and it's filled out. So this is a good one. So this is a Best Wishes. It's hand painted. It has gold detail around the edge. Those flowers pop off the card. We're going to start this at $3. It is filled out on the back. I see a stamp, a 2-cent stamp, so I'm not sure. The card is made in Germany. It looks like it's going to South Dakota. And I see the remnants of, well, I don't know if it was ever put through the mail or not. I don't see a postmark on there. I see Belinda for $5. It's a basket of hand-painted flowers. They are embossed. You can see it there, how it kind of sits up off of the card. Early 1900s, I'm guessing. I would have to look up the date for a 2-cent stamp, because that's what's on this one, is a 2-cent stamp. Oh, you know what? It's dated 1911. Right there in her writing. So this would be 1911, this card, or earlier. So it is an old card. It's got that gold basket, and there's gold around the edge with the hand-painted flowers. I see Belinda for 5. If there's no other interest, we will call it sold. And I have a ton of cards that embossed. I have a lot of cards from Kansas for some reason, like a stack of old cards from Kansas. Just a ton of different travel cards, European, military, and some holiday ones. So if I don't see any more interest, we're going to call this sold to Belinda, and let's do our raffle real quick. Almost forgot about that. And I did not sell a ton of books, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this raffle. So I had my bag set up for all the books, but I didn't have it set up for the postcards, and that's mostly what I sold. So why don't we do it like this? I think the best way to do it is just to write down who bought from me and do it like that. Because I could draw out of here, but because I didn't sell very many, it's going to take forever. I sold mostly postcards, so that's not going to work out. Thank you, Karen. Okay, if you bought from me, put a $sign in the chat, okay? I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. And I just will put your names in the bag here, and we'll just draw that way. Shelly H. Karen's. I hadn't planned on selling that many postcards. Yes. All right, this is going to be the easiest way to do it. Okay, that's good. I hope you do. This is the most people I've had at like one of my sales, but this is only my second sale. So I'm still new at it. A tiger, I got you. I think I got everyone because I remembered some names. This is going to be much easier than it's going to take forever because I have all those books listed in there. That was probably a bad way of doing it. All right, I got you all. Let's dump out these other ones here and we will. Okay, the first drawing we're going to do is for the small Ikea bag. That's this bag right here. It's a bin bag, a little one. It does expand. All right. Curavoy Treasures. I believe this is Cindy. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Curavoy Treasures, Cindy, you won the small bag. Congrats. And now let's draw for the big one. And I'll have more of these bags too. I bought a bunch of them. I ordered stickers with my and so I'm hoping to put my sticker on the bag and then I can give them away as like freebies. And then when you get other stickers from other sellers, you can keep adding to the bag. So if you have a big bin bag, you can put all your stickers on there and kind of get a collection going of other people's stickers. So I thought that would be fun. So now we're going to draw for the Whopper, the big bag. This is the one that expands like your big, it's an Ikea bag with the 2 different sized handles. I love these when you go to the bins, they hold a lot, or just, you know, thrifting in general. Yeah, I thought it was a fun idea. Okay. Karen's Vintage and More. You won the big bag, the big Whopper. Congratulations. And I will post on Instagram when I'm going to do another sale. I would like to do another ephemera sale just because I have so much stuff. But I also will be doing another sale and maybe have some more mystery boxes. Everyone seems to really like the mystery boxes, so I think that's fun to do every now and then. So I appreciate you all coming by, and I look forward to seeing you again. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday, your Memorial Day. Maybe get outside, have a cookout, or spend time with family, or do something nice for someone in honor of one of our military people that sacrificed it all for the country. Like they say that the flag does not blow with the wind, the flag blows with the breath of the last breath of a soldier that gave his everything for you and I. So it's a good way to thank them, is just to do something nice for someone else. So I appreciate you all coming, and I look forward to seeing you all again at the next sale, or I'll see you at someone else's sale, okay? Thank you, Suzical. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and I appreciate it. I will get invoices. Just email me again at my email address. I'm doing this janky today because I don't want it to mess up my screen. Sweet Adeline with 3 E's at AOL.com. And I will get invoices out sometime this week. Usually I'm pretty quick about shipping, so it should happen soon. So thank you all, and you have a happy Monday. Bye.